Okay, cool. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Gist with Esse today. I'm sorry I'm starting a little bit late. I know I had said that we're going to get started at 4, but some technical issues. Okay, I'm working on a lot of things behind the scene and all of that. Yeah, so let's get started. How are you? How's your day been? I trust your day's been going well. This is the 5th day of January. Hey, King of Swags, thanks for joining. And for everyone joining us on YouTube as well, yeah, thank you for joining. It's good to see you guys again. So, we're going to continue on our one on one gist. If you're on Instagram and you like to contribute, you can send a request to join the video and then I'll add you up. Okay. So today, what do I want to talk about? I still want to talk about 2021. It's the beginning of the year. Things are just getting started. I hope that you guys are not, overwhelmed right now. At least you're not yet overwhelmed, okay, with everything that's going on. Here in the UK, we're on our third lockdown, unfortunately. So it's not it's not funny, but what can we do? We just have to keep trying to adhere to the government's instructions on COVID-19 and hope that the best is still going to come out of this whole situation for all of us. Yeah, so you know, every year, towards the end of every year, churches come up with themes for the following year or words for messages for the following year and all of that. So towards the end of 2020, I prayed and I said, God, give me a word for myself. Okay, there's nothing wrong with going with the themes of different churches. It's absolutely fine. I have, I also tap into the themes of different churches as well, but I wanted something for myself. Like, God, what are you saying to me? And the word he gave to me is fearless. So I should approach 2021 fearless. So I went and I searched the scriptures, and of all the scriptures that talked about fear and being afraid and all of that, Second Timothy 1:7 jumped at me, and it says, for God has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and self-discipline. Some versions say self-control, some versions say sound mind, but you get the gist. The spirit of fear is not something that God has given us. He has not given it to us. So what has he given to us? He has given us the spirit of love, of power, and of self-discipline. So this brings me to one of the first things that I want to talk to you guys about on personal development. You remember I had said in the last video, this year we're going to be doing one-on-ones on personal development and relationships. And for you to thrive in any area of your life, you have to develop yourself, your mental health, your spiritual life, everything about you as a person. You have to work on it to become better. Okay, um so let's talk about self-discipline. It's really difficult. I'm going to just you guys about my own challenges with self-discipline. So one of the areas that I've had to struggle, that I've been struggling for a very long time, is my prayer life. Okay, so there are times when I'm very good, and then there are times when I just lose it. I can't pray, or I'm not regular, and all of that. So where does discipline come in now? It's just to train my mind to say that, okay, at a particular point in time every day, I need to pray for X amount of time. Thank you for joining us on YouTube. I see you guys, and those of you on Instagram, thank you for joining us. Yes, so just make up your mind, what area of yourself do you want to develop. So I'm going to use myself as an example, so that my prayer life and my weight loss goal. So those are two major areas of my life that I want to personally develop. Okay, so as far as my spiritual life goes, my prayer life goes, I have to be more prayerful and I have to be more intentional about it. I can't just wake up and then at any time of the day decide, okay, I want to just pray for 5 minutes. No, I need to be intentional. So every day at 6 o'clock. Now, let me give you gist about my challenge. It used to be easy for me to pray once you wake up in the morning. Then, when I was still working, You wake up in the morning to get ready for work. It's easy for you to set out 15 minutes to say, okay, I'm going to pray. But then I had my baby and I haven't worked since. And after I had my baby, I took ill. So I spent a lot of time sleeping because I was on medications that was making me sleep constantly. Yeah, so I fell out of that norm, waking up early to do my prayers and all of that. So it's been a struggle. Okay, so yeah, it's okay for you to struggle. We're all human beings, we struggle with different things. Okay, so the fact that you've written down a goal for 2020 does not mean it's going to happen like that. You have to discipline yourself, you have to discipline your mind, your body, to do exactly what you've planned to do. So for the past couple of days, I've been waking up at 6 o'clock. So it's not easy. Sometimes I wake up, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to pray. So what I started to join an online program. It comes up at 6 o'clock every day UK time, but it's 7 o'clock Nigerian time. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. It's the program is supposed to be a minimum of 1 hour. Sometimes it runs for 2 hours. Today it ran for 2 hours. And sometimes I'm really, really tired because I probably didn't get enough sleep during the night. So I'm really tired. And once it's 6 o'clock, my alarm wakes me up. That's the first thing. If you want to be intentional about something, set an alarm, set a reminder so that when it gets to that time, your alarm will wake you up. No excuses, right? So my alarm wakes me up and I realize, oh my God, I'm so tired. I can't even stand up. I play that stream anyway. And in my bed, I'm laying down and then I'm just singing along and praying along. Sometimes I doze off for a bit. I will doze off and then wake up and like, oh, it's 6:30. And then I get to stand up finally and join the program, you know. And then when I finish that, I can do my own. The one I use is very personal. Okay, it's a stream, but it's very personal. It's direct personal prayers, so that helps me, in that area. And I've been doing it for a while. I'm getting better at it. Sometimes I started with 15 minutes into the program, 15 minutes to the end of the program. That's when I joined because my alarm wakes me up at 6 o'clock and I'll doze off again, and then I'd wake up and realize, oh, 20 more minutes to go, and then I join. But now I'm getting better at it. So that's the thing. Before I continue, let me read something that I got from Pastor Sam Adeyemi's Instagram post. And he says, start the year with specific, inspiring, and written goals for your health, relationships, career, finances, and spiritual life. Create clear plans for achieving them. Then act daily to achieve them a bit at a time. That's where I'm going. Counting on God's help. This will be your best year till now. That's end of quotes. Yeah. So a bit at a time. So that's what I mean when I say don't be overwhelmed. Don't let the whole thing overwhelm you. Set short-term goals for yourself. Okay. So you can start by saying, okay, from now till the end of January, I'm working on my prayer life and my weight. Okay. I'm not overwhelming myself with how much weight I want to lose. I want to be intentional. So I've written it down. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to start by eating healthy. So right now in my house, we've done away with the things that we don't want to eat. Okay, so I'm going to be off bread. I'm going to be off rice, but it's still in the house. I have a little kid, so you have to consider that. So there's bread for her and all that. But my husband and I we've gone off meats, beef, red meat. We're not doing red meat this year, so there's no more red meat for us to. Hi, I am Dr. B. Long time. Good to see you. Yeah, so we're just talking about the goals for the year. Yeah, so I've cut that out. And now, okay, so Dr. B is here and she's a beauty specialist. Yeah, so she's got so many tips on how to lose weight. So Dr. B, if I'm wrong, please just drop a comment here. So I'm doing more of fruits and vegetables this year. So how have I started my weight loss plan? I have started by detoxing. Now, this is the thing for me though. My spiritual plan, my spiritual life and my weight, my health, they are kind of tied together, right? So in doing my cleanse, okay, so King of Swags, I'll get to that in a bit. In doing my detox, yeah, I decided to you kid in with my fasting for the year. So I'm going to be fasting, and fasting is one of the ways that you can detox. Yeah. So, but I'm not doing the dry fasts. Okay. I'm taking fluids. So I'm taking water. I'm not even taking juice. No, I'm not doing any fizzing, but I'm taking water. Okay. And if I get overwhelmed, like I'm feeling like, oh, because I have to be conscious of my health as well. Okay. I've got a bit of I have to take medication during the day. So basically, I have to be conscious. So I take fruits as well. Hi, Cream Chick. Thanks for joining us. I also take fruits, if I feel overwhelmed. But the thing is, I'm doing my cleanse and I'm starting with, I'm tying it in with my fast that I'm doing right now. And then more vegetables, more fruits. That's it. So a bit at a time. If at any time I feel overwhelmed, like, oh, I can't take it, this hunger is getting too much, I will take a fruit. Okay, so that's doing it one bit at a time. And then, I just get used to it. I don't even feel hungry that much anymore. You get what I mean? So that's the discipline. If you keep practicing something over and over again, your body gets used to it. And it's a lie. The body is created in such a way that if you deprive it of things that it's used to getting, it will react. But then if you react, if you ignore that, the body will adjust. That's how your body is created. So let me take a comment from Kings of Swags. He said, please go follow at Keto Yummies and trust me for a transformation. I witnessed a great and fantastic change from my wife. Okay. We're based in Nottingham City, UK. Fantastic. Okay, so King of Swags here. Keto diet is one of the diets that I've tried in the past, and so I know for a fact that it works. And honestly, you just took that out of my mouth, because on my fridge, I wish I could show you, I have a keto diet plan, a 2 weeks plan that I've had on my fridge for months. My husband laughs at me every time. Like, I wake up at the beginning of the month and I'm saying, this month is the month I am losing this weight. Okay. But I've had that on my fridge for months, for up to 6 months. Yeah. But I just started working on it now. You get what I'm saying? So, baby steps, baby steps. Don't overwhelm yourself. Just get started. The most important thing out of everything is getting started. Trust me, my darlings, once you get started, the rest is history. So, yeah, let's go on. So, yeah, so that's for both weight loss and spiritual my spiritual life, right? So my prayer life is picking up, and I'm, working on losing weight. And I'm not going to you know, stress myself out by checking my weight every week and seeing if I've lost any weight or not. I'm just going to ignore it till the end of till my fast actually ends. Okay, so yeah, every time I come on Gist with Esse, Tuesdays and Thursdays, when we're not having guests on the show, you guys can keep tabs on me, ask me, check on me, find out how my diet is going and all of that. That would be really, really nice. That would be encouraging. And also, I have my partner who I am accountable to. And I also have a friend, Cream Chick. She just joined on. She's also someone I'm accountable to. We check on each other concerning our weight all the time. And all of that. Yet nothing good comes easy. If it's easy, everyone could do it. Yeah, true. So that's just it. Just train yourself. Just be intentional about the changes that you want to see in 2021. Okay. And so when you look at the scripture that I read about God has not given you the spirit of fear. So be bold, be courageous, ask, and you will be given. Hi, Oluwabukola Mi Abel. Thank you for joining. Okay, but there's something I really want to say to you guys this year. Let this year be different. For those of you who have the entitlement mentality, I think everybody has a little bit of it. Okay, so I can say that because with my husband, there are certain things that I feel I'm entitled to. Okay, so move away, because you see, we're talking about having a sound mind for the year 2021. If your mind is not sound, you would remain where you are. You won't make progress. You will get to July this year and you will see that you've not made much progress with yourself. So challenge yourself more. Okay. What's the worst that can happen? You ask someone for something and they say no. right? Now, no doesn't always mean, isn't always a bad thing. So when someone says no to you, it's not the end of the world. Don't take it too personal, like, oh, I asked Bookie for something and she said no to me. One thing you need to realize is this: some people have the mind, but they don't have the means. So while you may be looking at someone as, in a position to be able to help you with what you're asking, they may not have the means to help you at that particular time, even if they have the mind to. Okay, so if you know this, then that entitlement mentality would you will get over it. Okay, so like I'm going to give an example. Entitlement mentality. There are things that I feel if I just ask my husband, he should just do it. But over time, I've come to realize that even though he wants to give me everything that I ask, there are times that it's not convenient for him to do it when I ask it. So I have to exercise patience, knowing that when it's right, when it's the right time, he will do it. Even God doesn't answer a lot of your prayers. Sometimes you pray to God and then it looks as if it's taking forever for God to answer. He's the one who sees your tomorrow, so he knows that if he gives you what you're asking for now, it will not serve the purpose for which you need it. So you have to learn to do away with that entitlement mentality as regards human beings. So instead of asking for someone to give you something, for those of you who aren't working, who are used to going to people to ask for money, 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 money. Ah, bros, I'm broke now. Oh, sis, what's up now? Ah, bless your girl. Bless your. Why don't you channel that energy into looking for something productive that you can do with your time? So let's say, for example, you're a graduate and you haven't gotten a job yet. Okay. Instead of sitting around waiting on your siblings, your older siblings, or your parents to keep giving you money, why don't you look for something that you can do with your time? Something that you love doing, something that you see as a hobby. It can be hairdressing, it can be tailoring, it can be makeup. Look for free courses. There are free courses online. All the time you're spending on Instagram, scrolling and looking at all the celebrities and all the people that are posting their achievements and all of that, go to YouTube, type in what you want, and learn a lesson a day. So if you're going to be online, you're going to put on your data for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Make it productive. Use 10 minutes on Instagram. In fact, let Instagram be the last thing, because Instagram has a way of keeping you engaged. Once you get there, you're scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Before you know, 1 hour is up. Okay, so start with intentionally. You've written down your goals. Okay, so I want to learn makeup, for example. Listen, I'm not telling you guys to do something that I have not tried. I've been in a position where I didn't have a job. My business wasn't doing well. In fact, I had a business that was running, but because it was a seasonal business, the times when I wasn't getting event jobs, I was using it to learn other things. So I have a bit of an experience in tailoring. Okay, I have a sewing machine and I can at least put, run it. If I have an outfit that is loose or something, I can adjust it. I may not be able to cut and do the proper sewing, but I have the basic knowledge of it. And how did I get it? I took advantage of an opportunity that arose in my church when I was in church in Nigeria, and I paid, I think, a stipend like 5,000 naira or something. There are some of these courses that are even free, and they teach you basics. So I learned basics to sewing, and then another time I learned makeup. Okay, so the basics, I know the basics. I don't need a makeup artist to draw my eyebrows. You go to YouTube, you see all these things. Occupy your time, so that when you find what you really want to do and you realize that, okay, this work is not coming, the job is not coming. Yeah, what can I do? People are making money from makeup artistry. People are making money from sewing. People are making money from so many different things. Yeah. Instead of going to beg people for money, why don't you go and ask them to help you invest in maybe a little business, or even to pay for a training, something you can use to, improve on yourself, personal development. So you're not caught unawares. Don't ever be caught unawares Okay, 2021 is not a year to just sit around. It doesn't matter that, the coronavirus has kept us on lockdown. Whether you're in Nigeria and you're able to move wherever you are, and you're able, whether you're able to move or not, you're at home. What have you been doing with yourself at home since the lockdown? What have you achieved? Okay, so like I say, I always use myself as an example. I have done a few short courses. I have other ones lined up. And even before I get to doing those courses in life coaching, what I've started doing already is reading every day. Like the quote that I read from Pastor Sam's page, he says, act daily to achieve them a bit at a time. So this is what I do. I go and I search. I'm not just going on Instagram. I'm going and I'm searching, on the topics that have to do with life coaching and the areas that I want to improve. And then I start to practice. Practice with what you have. The Bible says that he will bless the work of your hands. What is in your hand? That is what he will bless. So I practice with my husband. I practice on my husband. I practice on my brother. I practice on the people around me. I practice on myself. So you say self-control. These days we're hearing about how you can bring up a child without yelling and all of that. So I practice those things because I have a kid. I tell myself, okay, what this girl is doing right now is enough. You know how we were trained in Africa. If I give you backhand, that kind of thing. I sit there and I'm like, this girl, if I give this girl backhand, now what will she say? But I can't give her backhand. So I train myself to say, okay, how do you respond to this child who is just being a child? By being mischievous or playing and turning the whole house upside down. She's just being a child. Okay, how do you respond? Respond with love. It's in here. How do I respond with love? Do you get what I mean? So I practice it, and then on a daily basis I'm getting better. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about today on Gist with Esse. Just be intentional about any and everything that you put your heart to do this year, and stop depending so much on people. The people who will help you will not need you to beg them to help you. That is one lesson I have learned in life. The people who God has put in place to help you will not need you to beg them. You would only but ask. And sometimes it will come like, oh yes, I've been thinking about it as well. I was going to ask you what you were planning to do regarding this, is that okay, this is how I can help you, and then they will help you. But you need to get started. You need to show the commitment. Because if you come to me and say, oh, I want to do this, please help me with this money, I will ask you, how much do you have? And I will ask you, what do you know about this thing that you want to do? Why do you want to do this thing that you want to do? So for me, for example, life coaching, why did I decide I wanted to be a life coach? Because, when I had the gap where there was no work and there was no events coming up, okay, like especially when I just moved to London, yeah, and I couldn't work and I couldn't hi Babati, thanks for joining us on Instagram. Yeah, and I couldn't work. Basically, there was nothing going on. And then I started to ask myself what I wanted to do. And okay, what I wanted to do, I didn't want to do anything that would look like work. I wanted to do something that I enjoyed. What do I enjoy? I enjoy speaking to people. I enjoy encouraging people. I enjoy helping people, through different phases, through different challenges that they're going through. I advise people a lot. And then I look back at my life, right from when I was in secondary school. Yes, I won an award in secondary school for mother. They tagged me mother of advice, even in secondary school. So I realized this is something I love doing. And how can I do it? What job? What field is that? And then I discovered it was life coaching. So one of the first things that I did when I relocated to the UK was go for a free life coaching course to see if I would really, really want to spend my money and invest in studying, and getting certified and all of that in this field. And after the first, I wasn't even married then, but I told my husband, this is something that we're going to talk about, on another day, about relationships, right? So when I met him as a single person, I had told him I want to train to be a life coach. Okay, I also want to go into entertainment. I've done a bit of event management. I want to do that, and I want to go into entertainment as well. Multiple streams of income. So if you ask me, I already know the areas where I want to invest, the areas where I want to get my multiple streams of income from. Do you get what I'm saying? So look around you, look within you. You will see that thing that you love so much that has always been in your mind. It can just be a thought or a dream that has not left you. Okay? That's one way to discover what you can do with your time. Invest in that. Monetization will come. Trust me, when I started my events business, I started freelance. I wasn't making money. I was just passionate about coordinating events. Look, even till now, when I go to an event, even if I am not paid to do anything, when I see something going wrong, I will get up and I will go and help. It's my passion. Some people like sitting pretty. I have friends, they will never get up. No, they have to come and serve me. I don't have that mentality. I don't feel that way. In fact, sitting down at an event doing nothing is, I don't know, it makes me feel what's the word? It makes me feel really, it makes me feel unfulfilled. Maybe that's just the word to use. I can't be at an event. If you know me very well, I will be the one to stand up on that table to go and get food for everybody on the table. Where people are like, oh, please, I don't want anybody to insult me, so I'm not going to go. And I will get up and I will go and introduce myself. Hello, my name is Esse, and I'm an event coordinator. I see that you guys are overwhelmed. Do you need help? I can help you. But I'm going to start with my table. That's the catch. So when I finish serving everybody on my table, I will help you serve other people. For me, it's not a big deal. It's not one of the things that I should be proud, too proud to do. I've been at an event and I was actually coordinating, and then the caterer ran out of plates, dishes. So all the dishes were just there dirty. And then they kept serving and serving and piling up plates and everything. And so, okay, my ushers were there, but there were no plates for them to even assist with. The best way for me to tell them, let's go and do the dishes, help these people out, right? Was I pulled up my skirts, my fine ashwebi and everything that I had bought and everything, and I bent down and I started to wash dishes with my hand. Even the caterer, the lady, was like, auntie, no, I said, there's no auntie here. Let's, because you see, we have one goal, and that goal is to satisfy all these guests at this event, right? So whatever we need to do, we're on a team. Even if I don't work for your catering service and you don't work for my events company, it doesn't matter. We have one goal today, and it's to make sure that our clients is happy with the way we have treated their guests. And of course, naturally, as I started to wash, my ushers also joined, even the ones that were feeling like they were too big. Please, that's not my job description. When you see your boss doing it, do you get what I mean? So, not to digress too much, I'm just saying, when you're passionate about something, that's how far you can go. There's no pride in it. You don't feel proud. That's why it's important for you to find what you love doing and do it well. So, I'm going to round up. If you guys have any contributions, yeah, I'm saying sound mind, never try to impress others, but always try to improve yourself. Yes, that's the key for this year. Work on yourself. Stop looking at the other people in front of you. Because if you're focused on them, they'll be moving, dragging you back. Okay? So, but if you focus on yourself, before you know it, one day you just wake up and realize that that person you were looking up to, you're either on the same level or you've even surpassed that person. Okay? Okay, so yeah, that's it. Okay, I guess that means that yes, I have said it all. Yeah, good. So that's it for Gist with Essay today. I hope that I have inspired you to start something. Just get started, darling. Just get started. That's the most important thing. Get started and leave the rest. But be intentional. Every day when you wake up, do something that's related to that dream of yours. Okay? All right, then. On that note, I'm going to leave you guys. Until next time on Gist with Esther, remember to stay positive, stay happy, stay mended. Bye.